Hello everyone. In last video we discussed what are the rules to decode complex C++ declaration like this, how we can read this. In this we will solve 5 questions that were asked in DSSB, NET, GATE, ISRO exams. So let's start with our first question. Now this question was asked in DSSB male category PGT exam. Question is, which option gives the correct interpretation of the following declaration in C++? Now this is our declaration. I hope you have covered video that explain rules to decode a declaration. If you haven't watched it, please watch it before moving forward in this video. You can find link in the description box. So we will always start with variable and we will move towards right. Now on right, we have this array. So this part will be P is an array of. Now I haven't taken the size because if you analyze all the options, you can see size is not mentioned in the option and we have to find the correct option only, right? So it is P is an array of. Now on further moving towards right, we will encounter this bracket, so we will move towards left. On left we have this pointer, so we will write pointer to. Now this bracket is fully solved. We will move towards right because our rule says we have to move towards right if we can. We need to move towards left when we have no other option left, right? So on right we have this function bracket. Now this is our function bracket. Earlier bracket was for parenthesis. So we will write function return name and last we have this end. This was quite simple. Now if you notice all the options, we can see that this will be matched with option A. So right answer for this question is option A. Next is, again, one more question was asked in DSSB male category PGT exam. Now this is very important question. This same type of question has been asked in UGC and GATE exam also. So again we will start with our variable. Now see, on moving towards right, we have this bracket. Now this bracket is parenthesis bracket and next bracket is function bracket. Now this is very important to analyze which bracket is function bracket and which bracket is parenthesis bracket. So due to parenthesis bracket, we cannot move further towards right. So we must move towards left. So we will have this pointer after this variable. So our decoding part will be like FPTR is a pointer to, this is done. Now this bracket is done. Next we need to move towards right because we can move towards right. So we have to move towards right. On right we have this function bracket. Now this is our function bracket. So we will write function returning. Now what will it return? This end, because after this function bracket we do not have anything, so we need to move towards left direction. So it will be function returning integer value, right? So it will be like a function returning int value. Now we have something in between this function. Now what is this? We can easily decode it. A function which takes character pointer as an argument. This is quite simple. So in between this dash you will write a function which takes character pointer as an argument, right? I have omitted this part, you can do it yourself. Now just pause the video, analyze all the options, and you will find that option D is our right answer. I hope you got the point. Next question is, now this is similar type of question. Instead of FPTR we have F, instead of char pointer we have integer pointer returning it. This is same question that was asked in GATE 2005 and ISRO 2017. So that is why I told you earlier that this type of question is very important because we need to differentiate between parenthesis bracket and function bracket. So you can solve it yourself. Instead of char you just have to put int, instead of FPTR you have to put F. So just try it yourself, pause the video. Now on solving this question you will see that option A is our right answer, and I hope you get the right answer. Next question is, now again very interesting question. Now this was asked in NET 2016 exam. Again we will start with our variable, move towards right. On right we have this array bracket. So we will write f is an array of, okay, now this is done. On further moving towards right, we will encounter this function bracket. So we will write function returning. Now next we have this semicolon. Now on finding semicolon, we need to move towards left direction. On left, we have this pointer. So we will write pointers to integers, right? I have one request. Whether you liked or disliked our video, please mention in comment box where we can improve the content, where we can improve the teaching method, or whether you liked our video or not. Our next question is, now this was a little bit tricky question, but we just need to stick to our rules. We just have to follow our three rules and we will get the right answer for sure. Now this was asked in NET 2014 exam. Now we can easily see that there are many brackets. So to solve this question, first we need to analyze which is parenthesis bracket and which is function bracket. Now we can easily see that this is my parenthesis bracket. This is very clear. Now this is my function bracket. I'm representing function bracket with blue and parenthesis bracket with black so that we can easily solve this question. Now next, see, this is my parenthesis bracket. This is also very clear. And last, this is my function bracket. Now we will solve this question. Okay, we will always start with variable name, that is a. Move towards right. On right we have this array, so we will write a is an array of n. Now n is our array size. Now on moving towards right, we have this parenthesis bracket in black color, right? So we need to move towards left direction. I hope this is clear. On left, we have this pointer. So we will write pointers to. Now this bracket is solved. This innermost bracket is solved. Now we move towards right direction. On right, we have this function bracket. We will write function returning. Move towards left, this pointer to. Now after doing this much, this whole bracket is solved. This whole bracket thing is solved. I have marked it. Now move towards right. On right we have this function bracket, right function returning. Then we have this semicolon, so move towards left direction. On left, first we will encounter this pointer, then this char. So we will write pointer to char. So our whole sentence will be A is an array of n pointers to function returning pointers to function returning pointer to char. Now if you notice all the options, you can see that A is, this portion is missing from all options. So many times in the option we do not have variable name. So you can just omit this variable part. Now try to match the option. Now if you notice carefully, this statement will be matched with option D. So right answer for this question is option D. This was our last question. If you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. But do not forget to comment, share and subscribe. Thank you all for watching this.